pretty
let's
awesome. Let's jump
let's
right into this.
dive in.
So let's first of all, we are looking at a nominees list that came through that we were like, all right, this is a really solid nominees list. There was a lot of opportunities there. When it first came out, the one that the list that came out for the nominees originally was the Black Crowes, Jeff Buckley, Mariah Carey, Phil Collins, Melissa Etheridge, Lauryn Hill, Billy Idol, In Excess, Iron Maiden, Joy Division / New Order, New Edition, Oasis, Pink, Sade, Shakira, Luther Vandross, and Wu-Tang Clan. That was what they were voting on. Now, I want to say this. It was a total of 17 nominees originally in 2026. So, and they had to be some things, if you don't know too much about the Rock and Roll of Fame, you have to be at least 25 years in to be able to qualify. So you have to be a musician or an artist for 25 years. And then it's voted on by 1,200 industry members. And a lot of those members are anonymous. Like, we don't know who they are. There's a few people that speak up and they say, hey, this is how I voted and stuff. For the most part, they're anonymous. And then 10 of the 17 nominees that came out through this year were first-time nominees. And the majority of the genres were rock, hip-hop, R&B, pop, Latin, and metal. And the Latin one was for Shakira. So just to give you some kind of key factors for the nominees list, we had reached out to each other and we're like, hey, all right, let's think about what we can do here for this list. And we kind of gave our opinion about it. Now, the actual list, the inductees came out. And this is the inductees: Phil Collins, Billy Idol, Iron Maiden, Joy Division / New Order, Oasis, Sade, Luther Vandross, and Wu-Tang Clan. And when I saw that, I said,
yeah, what was your first thought when you saw the list?
I was like, how is Mariah Carey not on this list yet?
Exactly. And I know that we must sound like we're the biggest lambs, because that's what Mariah calls her, like, fans. We must sound like we're the biggest Mariah Carey fans in the world. And we are not. I will tell you that. That was a really good list, and that is something that I think that, and I think Mariah was probably on it. But yeah, I went and I'm big on, Anthony and I have talked a lot about this, and I'm big on stats. I mean, I want to look at certain stats. I want to look at, like, album sales and certain interesting stats that artists have. Mariah Carey, head and shoulders, has so many things that only she has done, so many things that only she's done as a woman. There are so many records and accolades and sales things that she has that just put her in this, like, class by herself. And she blows away all of these, all of the nominees as far as album sales and all of the amazing things that she's done in her career. And all I have to say is the fact that this is the third year in a row that she has not gotten in. It's just criminal. It's absolutely criminal.
Here are some stats for you to ponder there, and for everyone listening. 19 #1 Billboard hits, most by any solo artist as of today. 220 plus million records sold worldwide. 100 plus weeks at #1 on Billboard charts over multiple songs. Ranked among the greatest singers ever in Rolling Stone, and it was in a top 5. She's been eligible since 2015. P.S.
If there was ever a person that should be a first ballot, like, it should have been Mariah Carey. There's no question about it.